So guys, I figured I'd make another video for you. This one shouldn't be too long. It is how to prep for your painting. So we are going to paint downstairs soon. We have gotten some swatches of the two colors in various lighting throughout the house. I think we're going to go with the gray. That's definitely the first thing I'd recommend. You know, if you're choosing to paint, get a couple samples, put them around the house, different lights, see it in the daytime, see it at nighttime. Take your time before you make your decision. Next step up is whenever you're going to paint your house, if your walls are primer already, you're good. Like mine's a builder house, it's primer. It's very rough feeling. Chances are though your house has been painted before, so what you need to do is prepare it for painting. Step one is kind of go through anywhere that you've had dings in the wall and notice and spread a little putty on them. How you do that is get you some spackling compound. It is pretty cheap. I think that the whole tub was like $6. It's lasted me years. And get you one of these cheap spreaders. This is like likewise probably cost me $2. We'll say right here, maybe. There we go. There's some wall damage now. And now we're going to spackle that. And any other times that you've nicked the wall with furniture or noticed some damages, basically come down here, get you a scoop of that. Now, if you're filling something larger, you might need to put down a mesh tape first, but these small little nicks are easy. You just take that and putty, and you just smear it on there. Come up high, smear it down, smear it over, smear it. That's it. Just keep it flush when you're smearing across the whole end, like that. It's alright if it looks like that when it's done. We're going to come back through it and sand it. So after it's had some time to dry, it's going to look pretty white. That one I have actually is pink, or supposed to be to start, and then it turns white when it's done. You can see it's maybe a little wet right there, but that's fine. You see this roughness around the edges and stuff. We want to smooth that out prior to painting. So get yourself a sanding block. This one is probably $8. It's lasted me years as well. One side's really rough, one side's really fine. If you've got a bunch of stuff on it and you really want to smooth it out quick, use the rough side. This is so small, I'm just going to use the fine side. And you just don't put too much pressure. Let it do its own thing. Get some circular action in there. So you see the buildup of stuff that's actually coming out. It's filing it down. Et voila. It is now smooth. You can still somewhat see it if you really try, but that's fine because now we're going to paint over that and it should feel nice and smooth. All done. Go back through, sand everything. Next up, we are going to caulk. So over time, your trim, by the way, your trim and your walls are two different colors. They're two different paints. But over time, your trim could start to crack like that. That cracking is caused by the house settling, joints expanding and moving, and you want to recaulk that once in a while. That just lets in moisture and bugs and dirt into places that you just don't want it to go. So you want to seal up everywhere there's just little cracks. There's one. Here's one going along our stairs. There's another one in a doorway. You see how it goes from that to that crack. There's a big crack coming all the way down right there. Yep, we're going to close that up with caulk. Now, I know you know what caulk is. I'm just using this generic White Lightning 300. This is your basic plain white caulk. They do make sanded caulk if you are trying to fill a grout area over by tile. They make colored caulk if you really just don't want to paint afterwards, but you want to try to match it as best as possible. They make silicone for areas that are high water. And then this is your general stuff to go everywhere else. It expands and moves a little bit, so those cracks really should stay filled longer. And it helps get inside of there and fill those gaps, and then solids up, so whenever you get over there with solids up, hardens up so that whenever you get in there with paint, it'll hold the paint, but still have enough give for some slight flexing of the house. Now, I showed you before, but cutting the tip of the caulk is important. You don't just want to come straight down. You actually kind of want to put it at an angle. That way, whenever you're pushing it into corners and stuff, it spreads nice and evenly. The best way to do that, in my opinion, just get a knife, come at an angle like there, and voila, done. Perfect every time. Now you should be good to go. Flip it around so that it points away from you. Get it to where the caulk's starting to come out. Get to those nice cracked areas. Get her started. Apply a little pressure both with the gun and the trigger. And it should come out like this. See, if you go too fast or you're not applying enough pressure to the gun, it's going to do those little blotches. You want it just like that. Maybe a little too. There we go, right there. Now this crack, oh man, my camera angle's terrible. Now that, see, looks bad, right? It's because the crack started to run out and it's just squirting it all over the place. It doesn't know where it's trying to go. So after you're done with that, you come up with your finger, you'll put it right in the crevice there, and you're gonna come on down with it. Voila. Looks great. This washes off with water. Don't worry about it. Get your hands dirty. Sometimes these cracks, it's just a little easier to fill it if you got a little caulk on your hand rather than get the gun up there. So just get a little bit like that. And push her on in there. It's up to you how you want to do it. Lastly, after you're done caulking everything, you want to prepare the surface. If you have rough builder primer or you have already painted walls, it's always recommended to rough up the surface so that the paint will adhere to it. The best way to do that is with a sander. This is a orbital, just round sander on a stick. It spins as you move it. I'm just lightly roughing up everything, so this is 120 grit. If you really got some shiny gloss paint on your walls, you want to use something rougher to start, maybe like an 80 grit, and then work up to a 120 with another pad. It takes 2 seconds. Don't think it's rocket science to do it. You literally just take it, put it on the wall, apply some pressure. That's it. That's all you're doing. That's it. You're going to do that across all of the surfaces that you're painting. After that, you're done preparing for paint. Next step is moving into painting. If you want to cover things with painter's plastic, you could have done it to begin with. You could do it now. It's up to you. I've got plastic right there. I'm going to pull all of my furniture into the middle of the room. I'm going to double check all the caulking and stuff, obviously first, before I really move through all these phases. You're going to cover up stuff with plastic as need be. You're going to cover up your walkways and stuff with plastic. But ideally, you shouldn't really need painter's tape. You said, what? Painter's tape? You're supposed to use painter's tape. Well, that comes into painting, and I'll show you more about that whenever we start painting on Monday. But right now, I'm just going to go around and touch up all these dents, nicks, dings with the spackle, and then I'm going to go through and caulk up everything. I'm going to run through and lightly sand stuff. Thanks for watching. That's how you prep.